I have a little bit of time before I go to work. Um, I guess I should have put a clock up somewhere. Anyway, we'll just get into it. I have a custom order from a customer that found me on TikTok, and she sent me the Trader Joe's sardines bag that we all went crazy for 3 summers ago. Anyway, and people have made all the things. I've made a tank top out of mine. I've made lots of stuff for other people. Anyway, this lady wanted me to make her a clutch, an oversized clutch. So that's what we're going to do this morning. I already have everything cut out. This will be the lining. She opted for a silver zipper with a tab, and it's going to be a long extended zipper. And I've got my um, cotton batting, and everything is cut out. And I just wanted to say, hey, before I get started, when I start sewing, the camera's at an angle that I can't really see if there's any comments, so I probably won't be responding. I might glance and see see what I can see at some point, but for the most part, I'll just be sewing away, and then I'll be back after it's done. Okay, let's get started. I will explain what I'm doing, so you'll be able to hear my voice hopefully over the music. I had to have some music playing because I can't just sew without music. Okay. So I'm using this as the back because it was the back of the tote bag. I've actually used 2 layers of the batting because I wanted this to be stiffer than just one of my regular bags. And I've also loaded up with blue thread to match the clutch. Okay. So I'll put the zipper down and sandwich it with the lining. And I'm going to take off my bracelet because it's clanking. And I just chose this fun little chevron because it's whimsical and I like it. Oh, I also don't know if you can see, but I cut the strap, the handle of the tote, and I've used it as the upper part of the bag just to revisit the handle, so we have all the little nostalgic qualities of the original tote bag. Also, I sew on a Brother PQ 1500 SL, which is an older machine. It's a semi-industrial straight stitch machine. It's a production machine, so it goes faster. So no zigzag stitches or anything like that. I keep the slim foot on it all the time, but I still like to pause to slide the zipper back. I don't leave the zipper head there. I know some people do, but I like to make sure it's nice and clean, so I'll move it back. Okay, and then I'm going to pull, because I want the zipper tab to stick out a bit. I'm going to pull it back 1/4 of an inch. So when we flip it, I'll be able to put it up out of the way. So you can see how the strap looks. I also like to cut the batting bigger, so I can pull it taut and get a nice clean, and then I just trim it up as I go if needs be. So I don't cut the pieces exact. And you can hear the weight on the machine because I'm sewing through, because it's folded over 4 layers of the batting and then the canvas from the bag. And I just told you what I was going to do, and then I did not do it. Okay. If I can just remember to do it on the other side. Maybe we'll do... Oh. We're just going to remember. Okay, so now right sides together. So the canvas needs to be right sides together, and then the lining will need to be right sides together. So I'll get the bag lined up first. And then the lining on top of that. And we're starting on the zipper side this time, so I have no choice but to remember, which is great. I'll start in about right there. Down. I'm not a big pin user, or I do use clips when I need them, but I like to be able to maneuver the fabric. I'm not one for pins. I do use them if I'm quilting, if I'm piecing, rather, just so the lines are perfectly straight. Now, when you pull the 2 sides down, see what we have. So now I'll just top stitch the other side and make sure that I hold this out of the way this time. Don't know. I'll start on this side. Make sure everything is pulled taut. It's really important to make sure that your lining is pulled taut, because otherwise it'll end up in the teeth of your zipper. Pretty thick. Just every little bit, check it to make sure that the lining is not up higher than it should be. Trying to get the same length for everything. table, and you can see how big this is going to be. A nice size clutch. Okay, so now we're going to fold the bag right sides together, the bag and the batting, and then the lining will be on its own. If you like order, so the more expensive zippers or the higher quality zippers, you can maneuver them normally from the outside. Oh, I'm glad I checked because this one is not. So you need to open your zipper at this point. Normally with these zippers, you can just stick your fingernail in and slide it down, but that one was not sliding. So you need to open it before you sew all the things closed so you'll be able to turn it right side out. Okay, I'm just gonna line up the edges of the bag. And I am going to clip. So these are magic clips, which I think the whole world knows about, but just in case you didn't. Pull the zipper out of the way. Okay, and then I'm going to start sewing from the lining and go up to the bag because the bag is so many layers thick and it's easier to climb the hill up to the bag. You can do it the other way, but you might end up with like some skip stitches around here unless you use a jig or something to help it go over smoothly, because that drop in height usually causes some issues. Make sure I don't get the zipper. See, clips have to come off. Okay, we're up onto the bag. Just making sure everything is lined up. And then I'll do the other side, just make sure I caught everything. Looks like it. Okay, then I'm going to, so normally I would go over to the table and cut off the extra batting, but I'm not going to do that because that'll be wasting your time, so I'm just going to eye it. I hope we catch everything. If not, I'll go back and fix it. I will pull the corners. These are called a boxed bottom bag, and it allows, so if you have a curved bottom bag, won't stand up on its own, but with a box bottom, it actually allows the bag to sit up, which is awesome, especially for a purse, because then your stuff's not all over the place dumping out. Make sure I caught all the sides. I caught that one, but it's a little close, so I'm going to go back and run it in just a little bit. Like I said, if I wasn't live, I would have trimmed all this down, so this wouldn't even be an issue right now. But I'm just going to use some scissors and cut the extra bulk so it's not so bulky in the seam. Because I'm using the double thickness. Okay, there's one edge of the bottom, and now or one corner, sorry. We will do the other. If you mess up here, you can always take out the stitches, fix it, but it's easier to catch it before. So I just check the whole way along. And then before I cut anything, just want to make sure. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Hi. I didn't even realize that you can see, so this is cool. As long as I look up every once in a while, I can answer questions if anybody has questions. I didn't introduce myself because I assume that everybody just knows me, which is silly, but my name is Renee. Okay, there's the bottom finished on the bag, so now I'll do the lining, which will be much easier because it's just 2 thin pieces of cotton fabric. And we're just going to leave this space open here to turn the bag through right side out. So I'm just going to sew the 2 edges closed, and then we're going to box the corners. We're almost done, actually, with the assumption that I didn't screw anything up. You know, every once in a while you get a surprise at the end. I always try to expect it, and then I'm not devastated. But I have to take things out. Okay, there's the lining corners. So now what I'm going to do is go in through so the bag is completely constructed right now, it's just inside out. So what I'm going to do is put my hand through the lining and then the zipper of the bag, which I opened up, and then you just turn it right side out through those holes. And punch the corners out. Oh, So can you see right there? I got a little tiny where I just caught the seam. So I'm gonna go back and re-sew that right now, because we don't want that coming loose as the bag ages and is used. Go ahead and take care of that right now. So I'm just going to sew in 1/8 of an inch. And then go right back in and turn it and make sure it's fixed. Nice. See, now it's nice and tight. Nothing's peeking out. Check the other side and make sure nothing's going on over there. And I cut the bag so that the bottom, like what was on the bottom of the tote bag, is also on the bottom of the clutch. And I'll pull the zipper through, maybe. I should have done this before. I sewed it in with it on the wrong side. Okay. Just make sure everything is okay. And it looks okay, so I'm going to sew the hole in the lining closed, or the opening. It's a lot bigger than the hole. Just put the corners out. And now we will sew. So this is the opening. You can't really see because of the print, but we're going to sew it closed. And then that will tuck in. And there's our clutch. It's nice and big, oversized, the fun little flappy zipper. So now I'll send a picture to her and see if she loves it, if there's anything she wants me to change. I was thinking about putting a little like mariner's bow on the zipper like this. Oh, this, I can show you this too. So this is from an employee of Trader Joe's. I'm thinking about putting, oh, see, that'd be cute. Okay, so I will do that, but I have to cut that off, or cut that out, so that will be off camera. But an employee at Trader Joe's who had the crew bag, she's a knitter, and so she wanted me to turn the little tote bag into a project bag. So I did that for her. So this is a nice little cowl sock scarf size project bag for her. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna cut out another one of these little cuties and put it on the clutch because I think that would be adorable. And I don't know if I can start doing it. Usually Tuesday mornings are less hectic, so if I can start doing this every Tuesday morning, then I will. I've hit 2 Tuesdays in a row, but last Tuesday the video was shaking because I had the stand actually on my sewing table, not realizing that it would jar it, but it did, so I had to delete it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I will answer any questions that you have. Just put them in the comments. I'm happy to share any knowledge that I have of my 50 years sewing. So just let me know. This is really cute. I feel like I might need one for myself. Bye, y'all.